Okay, so some of my students said they had trouble with number 4 of our team talk, so I'm going to demonstrate how to solve this answer, how to solve this. Alright. It says the clothing store donates 20% of its sales to its favorite charity. A. Write an algebraic expression to describe the amount of money the store donates. Explain your thinking. How much, this is part B, will the store donate if it has $742 in sales? Okay. What I'm going to need to do here is make sense of this problem, come up with a plan to solve it. So I know that I need to come up with an algebraic expression that describes the amount of money the store donates, and that's going to be 20% of its sales. We don't know exactly what its sales are, so I'll have to come up with a variable that can take the place of that unknown value. So 20% of, we can say X. That seems to be one of my favorite variables. So 20% of X. Now, I want to take it a little bit farther than that though. I don't want to just say 20% of X. I want to make that 20% a value that I can actually work with when I find the value of X in part B to come up with the amount of donations that they have. So I'm going to take that 20%, I'm going to divide it by 100, and that will give me 20 hundredths. And I can say 20 hundredths of X. And of is a preposition that tells us we're going to multiply. So since I have a value of 20 hundredths, and I have to multiply it with X, I'm going to make that a single term, and I'm going to write that as a coefficient and variable. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little scratch paper here, and I'm going to say, and I did mental math when I said that was going to be 20 hundredths. So 20 hundredths X, and that's going to be part A. Now, to explain my thinking, I'm going to do this orally with you all. What I did was I just took 20%, converted it to a decimal, because I know that that is how much of their sales they donate to charity. We didn't know the value of that amount of sales, so I assigned it the variable of X, and then I converted that 20% to a decimal and got 0.20 or 0.2. You could say that as 2/10 or 2 hundredths. And then since I'm multiplying it with X, I just wrote it as a single term. In this case, 20 hundredths X. Now, B says, how much will the store donate if it has $742 in sales? So here, I'm just going to keep that 20 hundredths, and I'm going to replace that X because now we know the value of it. It's $742. And I'm going to use my calculator on this. At this point in the school year, we know how to multiply decimals, so I'm just going to use my toolkit here in my calculator. 0.20 times 742, and that gave me 148.4. But since we're talking about money, that's going to be 0.40 for 40 cents. So the amount that the store will donate if the sales are $742 is $148.40. That's how much they will donate. All right, boys and girls, what grade do I deserve?
100.
What grade do I deserve?
100.
100. I gave my math practice, I showed my process, I explained my process, I had a correct answer. So I got 100. Now, how many of you who did not have difficulty with this item, you got the same answer I did for part B? Okay, so I see half the class raising their hand. The other half, how do you feel about it now? Do you think you can solve a similar problem like this?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
That's what we